Hello learners.
We have already imported the video files which were in the MP4 format. Now we'll be seeing different file formats by Adobe like Photoshop. For example, if you have already created a composition or any artwork in Photoshop, you can import that as well. Or you can import the layers as well. What I'll do is I'll take Photoshop file what I have. This is the Photoshop file which is in PSD. I'll just drag and drop this and just release my mouse. Once you release this, you will be able to see this dialog box which is import kind. By default, it is footage. If we import it as footage, it would be importing as a single image. If you import this as composition, it would retain all the layer sizes. And this over here is again composition which says retain layer sizes. This, if you import in composition, it will be actually imported on the dimension of your composition, but not your original dimension of your Photoshop. What I'll do is I'll say import kind and I'll say composition retain layer sizes. This would import all my composition. If you see, this is the Photoshop file what I have got. Now I'll be taking this inside After Effects. I just switch to After Effects as I've already imported. And I'll just click here on OK. And this over here will be editable layer styles, so that I can edit it whenever I want. And this is the file what we have got, which is 223. If you see, we have got this composition also. We have got all of these over here. Or you can just animate this. You can just offset this. For example, if you want this to be appeared first, then this, you can always do that. This is how you can actually import a Photoshop file, and then based on your requirements, you can always scale that up. All of this we'll be seeing when we do the animation. This was just to show you that you can also import a PSD file to it, After Effects. Now let us import a file. Maybe it can be a artwork, or it can be a sketch or an illustration, which is basically in vector format, and it is done in AI, which is known as Adobe Illustrator. I also have a file which is this, so I'll just drag and drop this in my After Effects. And again, it would ask me what I want. So I'll say composition rather than footage. And footage dimension, I would say layer size. I'll hit OK and I'll just click here. You see, we have got this layer over here. If I just delete this, and if I again go here and I say composition, and if I say document size, and if I hit OK, yes, we get this, which is on the original document size. You can always import the EPS file also, which is again supported by After Effects. If you click here, this is your original EPS file. However, it looks slightly distorted, or maybe, yeah, now it's looking nice over here. This is the original EPS file. This just wanted to show you that if you create any vector art or any sort of character or any sort of objects in AI in Adobe Illustrator, that can also be imported in After Effects, and then you can accordingly animate it inside After Effects as well. So this was one of a kind where you can import Photoshop as well as Adobe Illustrator files inside After Effects. Thank you.